Hi and welcome along to the Bias Premier League show. My boy Troopz in the building. How you doing, man?
I'm bored, blood.
Do you know, I'm actually missing you, man. I'm missing you. I said the other day to DT, I'm even missing him. Yeah, I mean, that's how bad things have got. Trust me, man. It is getting boring now, isn't it?
I don't know about DT, blood. You get me? I'm a difficult guy, you understand? Like, but no, I'm joking still. I actually kind of miss DT. I can't lie. I kind of miss him pissing me off, blood. you know, you got that one man in the gang that just waffles. You get me? I kind of miss it, fam. I'm not gonna lie. It's getting to the point where it's like I don't even know what to do no more, blood.
It is starting to sound like there's going to be a bit of an easing of what's going on. So, and funny enough, I was chatting. What gives me hope, right, is I was chatting yesterday to a friend of mine, and he lives in Hong Kong, and he was saying to me, he was chatting over WhatsApp, and he was saying to me that in Hong Kong, they're more or less, he didn't say fully back to normal, but he goes, they're out and about, and shops are open and all that, and they're just wearing masks, and but he said to me that they're on top of it there, you know. And when you think of it, they're right next to China, and they're right on top of it from early. You know what I mean? So
Singapore as well, they've dealt with it really well, but they've just had a little second outbreak. I think Australia, blood, have done bits with it. To be honest, blood, the way they've done it, I don't even really think they've got social distancing going on too tough there, blood. It's low there, blood. It's just how you deal with it, innit? But it looks like we're coming to like we can see light at the end of the tunnel now, blood. You understand? I can imagine myself in a pair of shorts, blood, and not getting chased by police down the road, fam. Because I'm saying, like, how many walks have I been on today? 5, blood. Nah, this police car's been past me about 4 times, rude boy. You understand? It's mad out here, blood.
You be careful, man, because you get a fine.
That's what I'm saying, blood. It's mad, G, like. But I see why they're doing it, because it will keep people off the road, innit? You don't want to lose your money.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. I mean, obviously, we all want football to come back, and they've got this Project Restart thing going on where they've got lots of suggestions of getting games going. They're talking about options like playing it at a neutral venue, like they play it at St. George's Park or play it at Wembley, all the games at Wembley, even some suggestions to play the games abroad, somewhere where it's safe, you know, because all the games are going to be behind closed doors. So they're coming up with all these little options, but it's interesting that you see that some players are openly coming out and saying they're scared. Aguero's come out, and there's been others saying they're scared to play.
Because why wouldn't they be scared, bro? You understand? Like, it's just because you're playing behind closed doors doesn't mean coronavirus ain't active, blood. You understand? Him still about. You understand? Up, you know who for frightened, blood. You understand? That's what it come like, dog. You get me? And for footballers, like, for them, like, obviously they want to get back to work and whatnot. They want to do what they love doing. But then you understand, you're still a human being, blood. You still have that thought process that it's like, brother, even though there's no fans in the thing, you've still got to get staff to come and open up the place. And you understand, you're going to be around people, you get me? And you never know who, like, what day, if they got it, or you don't know, fam, you get me? Because there's people that have it and don't even have symptoms. And they're just going about their business, and you don't know, fam. So I hear what Aguero's saying, but they need to either start. Like, I was chatting to Flex yesterday, innit? I went on United Stand, and Goldbridge put it to me. He said, like, if we don't start in June, then we might as well just squash the season. You get me? There's no point going into like September, October, because they're saying if they leave it to play in September, October, it might be more safer. But then when you check the level, flu is more rife in the winter, blood. You understand? So corona might be more active them time there than when it is now in the heat. You understand? Where you don't really get a cold in them thing there. You get me? It's only if you wash your hair and don't dry your hair, you go out and get a cold. You get me? Them thing that ain't really in the air in summertime. So if they don't get it going by June, then they seriously need to just start squashing this thing, blood. You get me? It's going to hurt Liverpool fans, because for me, at the end of the day, you haven't accumulated the points to win the title, blood. You understand? You currently have a lead, but there's still that 1 in a million chance that you could bottle it, blood. You understand? So Liverpool should not be made league champions. I'm not even me. You know me. I got no problem with the Scousers, blood. You understand? I got no problem. When I go Liverpool, you see it, blood. I get beer love in Liverpool, blood. But I'm just being honest now. You understand? You haven't. You get me? If the league, like I don't, like I see PSG got crowned champions, blood. Have they actually won the league, or were they just said, all right, cool, you'll get the league? Because for me, that shouldn't be running.
That's the thing. PSG are 12 points ahead in that league, right? So that's less points than Liverpool. Remember, Liverpool 25, 12 points. They've given the league to PSG. They've relegated the two teams at the bottom of the league, right? They've given the Champions League places to Marseille and I think Rennes in even the Europa League, right? And it's caused an uproar over there. I mean, Lyon have missed out on Champions League and Europa League, and they're saying they're gonna take legal action and stuff like that. And I was talking to this last night to Drifty, because Drifty, you know Drifty from the Cottage, Liverpool fan. Yeah, Drifty was on, and I'm saying to Drifty, I mean, he's trying to come up with all kind of ways, saying, yeah, give us the league, but then do this, don't let no one come up. I said, no, but you can't. If you award the league to Liverpool, this is the problem, I think, what they've had in the French league. If you give the league to Liverpool, then you then have to give out Champions League places to the other ones that are just behind, and then you've got to relegate the teams at the bottom. You can't do one thing at the top just to suit Liverpool and forget everything else. So I was saying that, in my opinion, if you void it, void is nothing like what they've done in the Dutch league. Yep. In the Dutch league, they've just voided it. No one's champions. No one's relegated. That season didn't exist. Yeah, it struck. All you can do is look back at it and talk about it and say, if we would have continued on, Liverpool would have won it. They would probably have gone down. We might have made, but at the end of the day, you can't. It's nobody's fault. But you just got to say, done, and start again. And I kind of agree with what you guys are saying. I maybe go a bit longer than June. I'd say I don't see why this season couldn't be played in July or even August, and then you just start the next season late. But to me, they've got to have a cut-off point, and if they can't get it done by then, void. And there's no winners, there's no losers. You start again. No team can come up. Yeah, because you can't be making assumptions. I remember with Leeds the other day, everybody's saying, "Oh, it's going to be harsh on Leeds," but remember,
last year.
Last year they were miles ahead and they bottled it. So anything can happen with these things. And there's 10 games left. In the French league, there was 11 games left. So
some teams in the Premier League have 11. Some teams have 12 because we got a game in hand. Aston Villa got a game in hand. You imagine now they give Liverpool the league title, yeah, and they say certain man have got down. But then there's a team in the relegation battle who has a game in hand. If they win that game, they're out the relegation battle. How are you going to? You can't. Villa. Understand? The way they need to do it is when if they don't get it started again and they void it, you go back to last season, yeah, and how the 17 teams in the league finished. That's where you start the season, blood. So whoever won it, the top 4 go in. Us and United go Europa. The rest of them stay there, and then the promoted team, Norwich, Villa, and Sheffield United, you just stay in the league. Nobody comes up from the championship, and we start again, blood. You can't be saying, "Oh, Liverpool ain't won the league for 30 years. Yeah, they ain't won it 30 years. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna give them the league, blood." Nah, blood. You ain't won the league, dog. You should have. You understand? You should have beat Watford, rude boy. You should have beat Watford, blood. But you got slapped up, blood, and that's what's gonna cost you, man. It's true, bro. It's true. Now I'm gonna throw my banter in, blood. You understand? It's your fault, lad. Eh? All them scousers on Twitter, Arsenal, you're shit, mate. You're shit, mate. We still got more Premier League titles than you in the last 20 years, mate. Eh? How about that, mate? Eh? Get me my little banter in there as well, bro. You understand? Because it's true, Robbie, fam. You
we're gonna string you up.
Why? Stanley, mate. You know Stanley Troopz. You understand that? But for me, like, blood, they cannot. No, I don't care if they won it for 30 years, blood. Yeah. You cannot just say, okay, you're top. They can't be doing that in France, blood. I heard one of the teams that got relegated, the man trying to sue I don't blame him because, you know, going back to what you just said about over here in the UK, if you did, Villa are in the relegation zone, 1 point away from getting out of it, yeah? And they have a game in hand. So how could you possibly say, right, Villa, you got? I mean, if I was Villa,
I'll be straight onto my lawyers. I'm like, yeah, we're suing. Because think of the money you're going to lose, right? Think of the money you're going to lose. I can't see how you can be just saying, oh, yeah, unless there's something already written in the rules that says if the season was to end by, you know, you get contracts that say that if there's an act of God or something like that, where then we take it from there. If that was already written in, then everybody knows that. It's fair enough. That's how it, but you can't just turn around and say, well, the league's finished, so we think because Liverpool would have won it, we'll give Liverpool the title. We will give the Champions League places to Chelsea, Man City, and Leicester, and the teams that will go down to the bottom three. No, I'd be straight onto I'd be suing. If I was at any of those teams at the bottom, even Norwich, I would sue. I'd be like, no, we could have got out of it, right? And I would be able to go back to years gone by and make references to teams that have, you know, come back from, you know, those positions to stay up. If I'm Arsenal, if I'm Manchester United, if I'm Sheffield United, I'm suing. I'm saying we could have made the top four. Think of the amount of money. And that's why Leon said, the guy said he's going to sue, because he goes, listen, he goes, we could have got into that top four and we're going to lose millions. I was saying with Leon, think of the players they're going to have to sell now, because anyone in the Champions League, they're not going to have the funds.
Do you understand?
You can't do that. You can't. So I'm sorry. I'm with you. I don't often agree with you, but I'm with you. I'm with you on this thing, man. If it's void, it's void. Done.
Yeah.
No handing out things. No giveaway. No. It's over. It's over. We start again.
Yeah.
You know.
It's also unsportsmanship, blood. You understand? It's not right, blood. How are you gonna relegate a man because he's in the bottom three, but then nothing's been like, you understand? It's not done and dusted. You
There's still a quarter of the season left.
That's what I'm saying, blood.
In reality, a quarter. That's a lot.
Yeah,
that's a lot. That's on the moving away from that slightly. Aubameyang. Right, that's still rumbling on. Heard anything?
Nah, not yet, blood.
Come on, man. You normally have a little in there. You know? I
don't think he's going. I seriously don't think he's going.
Why?
I just the way everything is, blood, lad. You understand? There's where can he go, blood? Where can he go, blood? You understand?
Chelsea, you've heard that this week. Chelsea,
blood. You understand? He's not going to. He don't have that. He don't have that snake mentality in him, blood. You understand? Like when he left Saint Etienne, he went to Dortmund. You understand? When he left blood, my man's money's long. My man's money's long. His money's long. Man's got Lamborghini Jeep, Lamborghini, Ferrari. His money's long, blood. You understand? Every minute he's on fucking GQ. He's on this. Man's got the A chain. Man's got the lightning chain. You understand? Man's all buying Willy cars. Man's buying catty cars. You understand? Like his youth, them got little Jeeps. Blood, he don't need money, blood. He don't need money, blood. You understand?
Why don't he just sign the thing then?
You see with Aubameyang as well, yeah? Aubameyang knows, yeah? London is a small place, blood. Yeah? It's a small place, blood, yeah? You go jump ship to Chelsea, yeah? You think we ain't going to see you about? I'm not threatening him, yeah?
Yeah, mind them thing, man. What are you trying to say? You're going to run up on him?
I'm not threatening him, yeah?
That sounds like you say you're going to run up on Aubameyang. What?
Listen. No. What is it?
You rephrase that.
No, what's that? Disclaimer, yeah? Disclaimer. Disclaimer out there now, yeah? You understand? But it's true, like, look. London's a small place, yeah? If he was to jump ship to Chelsea, yeah? He's going to bump into Arsenal fans, you understand? With what's happened with Chelsea in recent years, yeah? The Giroud thing, they slap man in Baku. Like, you understand? Arsenal fans will see him and they won't like, no one ain't going to hit him or nothing, but man will be like, you snake, and I don't you understand? Will he want that for himself? Like, you understand? Driving about in your Lambo and then every minute, Jude, this dude. It's not like when Campbell jumped ship, blood. You understand? There's social media now, bro. Yeah? He's a man.
There's other man. Giroud went to Chelsea.
But Giroud's the easiest.
Cole.
Now, but look, when Cole went when Cole went, yeah, he was duck and diving, blood. He was duck and diving his whole blood. He never come out of his car, blood. Yeah, the man that went Selfridges, sat in the car park and said, yeah, my personal shopper's gonna go get my Louis Vuitton, my Gucci, my Armani. You understand? I'm being real with it, blood. The man that is stepping out on the road. Now he could probably come out and move freely. But you have to remember, at that time, there was not social media. When Giroud left, yeah, we pushed that clown out the door, blood. We told Donkey Kong, go ahead. Guy a blood clot bed. Go down King's Road, dog. We sent him down there, blood. Aubameyang is completely different, blood. Yeah? The bond he has with the fans, yeah? Giroud never had that bond with the fans, blood. Yeah? It's only about 30-40% of man did like Giroud at the Arsenal fan base, blood. 60% was like me. Donkey Kong, useless. You understand? Just useless, blood. Lamppost. Big up Claude. Lamppost. You get me? With Aubameyang now, yeah? Nah, blood. He's got that bond with the fans. Take me out of it. The whole Arsenal fan base, yeah? No, he's the only player that I can see with a bond with the fan base. Out of the Arsenal players. When you look and you can say who actually sit down and chat to the fans, who will actually give the fans time, it's only Aubameyang, blood. When you look through them players, none of them will. None of them. Not even Laka. Laka's shy. Laka's not on that. Aubameyang's, you understand, confident. He's got, you understand, he's got kids, so he knows how to deal with children as well. You understand? That's why when you see them doing all them commentary things with the kids, it's always Aubameyang they put on it. Because he knows how to, you understand? He knows he's the one that can interact and he's got that bond in it. And I believe that the bond he's built with the fans are the reason why he will stay, blood. Ain't the board, I'm telling you. Because the board, yeah.
It could be, because you've heard the rumours, it could be him going one way with Willian coming the other way.
No, but that's not going to happen, blood, because the Arsenal fan base will riot, fam. If every Arsenal fan has sense, yeah, we will come together and we will riot, blood. Yeah?
Riot?
We will riot. You think I'm taking flipping Afro Thunder? Bro, are you mad? I'm a blood clot, young. You can't even put blood clot in Willian's name. Willie blood clot and
that it actually works.
No, but that's dead blood. It sounds like Willian. Like his name is Willie Ann. Like Lily Ann, Willie Ann. Like this thing not run, dog. This thing can't run yourself. You understand? I don't even want Willian blood. I'm seeing all this talk about Willian. I don't want Willian. Why are we buy? Why is it always these cast off man we're taking? We're taking man's leftovers. I don't want man's leftovers. I'm not a side thing, blood. I'm the main dish. Yeah? I'm Gaucho. I'm not the blood. I'm not the one that gets taken to Matt D's, you know. Yeah? I'm the Gaucho day. You understand? I don't want this McDonald business, blood. I've had enough of this Burger King business. Yeah? I want Gaucho, fam. You understand? I want proper thing, blood. I want to go to Nobu. You get me? I want proper team idea in a dog. You know, I want to go Novikov. I don't want to go fucking. You understand what I'm saying, blood? Willian. And then man, I'm seeing man say, oh, but he'll help Martinelli. Nah, fuck all of that, blood. Don't bring this cast off. Oh, but look at David Luiz. Let's remember how Luiz was under Emery, yeah? You understand? And it might just when Arteta come in that he got the bounce. You get me? Because he might have got the bounce. And then next season, we don't know what's going to happen. The man's like 33 now, blood. You understand? We're going to buy another 33-year-old in Willian. Is man serious, blood? Come on, G.
No, I'm agreeing with you, man. I'm not feeling that whatsoever, man. You know what I mean? We shouldn't be Willian. You know what I mean? And we don't need. The thing is, right? It's if we desperately needed a winger, then maybe as a little short-term thing, it might be all right. But we don't need a winger. We don't need a winger right now. So we don't need adding another £120,000 a week to our already ridiculous wage bill. You know what I mean? So no, I'm with you. I'm 100% against that.
You're proper with me today, innit? Everything you agree with me today.
Yeah, I don't know what's going wrong, man. Boy, it must be because since the lockdown, little sense has got into you. I think it's your missus.
Nah, I think it's you, blood.
You don't talk to your youths. You know what I mean? Because you've mellowed down. I've seen your little vlogs and them thing there. You can mellow down. You're around your youths then, you know what I mean? You're around your missus, you know what I mean? It's like they've mellowed you down, you know what I mean? They've told you, they've probably hidden away that thing there that you're always on.
No.
A little less of that.
No.
You know what I mean? So your mind free up a little more, and now you're starting to get more sense.
No, that has doubled, you understand?
Well, maybe it's that then. Maybe it's that. That's what's giving you sense, but it's something.
Yeah, but how long I've been telling you that gives sense to people? And it's good. people. How long I've been saying to you that's good?
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. It's something else.
Powers, blood. You understand?
Right. Do you know who we would have been playing this weekend?
Yeah, man, did it?
Liverpool. We would have been playing Liverpool this weekend, and we're going to predict what we think would have happened had the games have gone. Do you know what, right? I would have fancied us, you know that?
I don't think we would have lost. I think a draw. I don't think the win yet. I think the win. Liverpool.
I would have fancied us. You know what? I would have fancied us, man, because we've just been. They've been slipping a bit. They would have won the league already.
Yeah.
They would already have won the league. So I reckon I think we'd have won the game.
Win.
Yeah, at home. We're hitting a bit of form. We need to win for that chase to trying to get into the top four. We need it more than them. Therefore, it would be a bit off the pedal.
You think they would have maybe come in like kind of party atmosphere? The fans,
yeah. Because
they're just going like champion. This is the whole game.
Yeah, I think with Liverpool, even though listen, Klopp's very professional in that, and he'd be wanting to finish the season strongly. But probably they'd be trying to chase getting over 100 points or something like that.
Yeah.
But I just feel that they will be off the pedal a bit because they've already won the league. They're out of the Champions League. They're out of the FA Cup as well, weren't they?
Yeah.
Were they out of the FA Cup? They're out of the FA Cup. They might have been on the beach, man. Because
you know what, yeah? When you look at Liverpool, yeah, since they lost to the Watford game, it was the loss. Before it was remember their last two games, I said both they'll lose. I said West Ham.
They nearly lost that.
And remember how close West Ham nearly beat them at Anfield. And then I said, nah, Watford's gonna do it. And then Watford done it. They were dropping, and then they got kicked out of Champions League. You see, City. Last year when City got kicked out by Tottenham in the Champions League, yeah, with that the VAR thing, yeah, when they cancelled the goal, City hit another level, blood. And I remember saying to you after that game, you were like, I think City might. If we go back and look on that, I remember you was like, I think City might crumble because of the last minute. It might affect them in the league. And I said to you, nah, Robbie, blood, this is gonna push them on more because now that's their only target. You understand? I don't think Liverpool have that tunnel vision the way City have it. You understand? I think when they slip, I think it kind of plays on their mind, blood. And you could see it, blood. That's why I don't think win, yeah? But I'd say 2-2.
2-2. 2-1, man. Arsenal would have won that game. Let's look at some of the other games. Chelsea were playing Norwich. They would have won.
Yeah, no.
Joking. Burnley versus Wolves.
I got Burnley. Again, will Wolves still be in the Europa League?
Yeah.
You understand? Because Nuno's taking that seriously when he was.
Yeah. Draw. Crystal Palace versus Man United.
Palace.
Nah, United would have.
Palace.
United. Everton versus Villa.
Everton. Villa probably would have been gone by now still.
Yeah, I think they would have lost that.
Yeah.
Leicester. This is a good game. Leicester versus Sheffield United.
Ooh.
Good game, man.
I say draw, you know. Because Sheffield United, they're really good away from home, blood. They are set up. It's for that away counter attack. And Leicester were Leicester's form was kind of yo-yo-ish. You get me? Up and down.
Yeah, I think a draw as well. I agree with that. I agree with you. What's going on, man?
Yo, Troopz back again. You understand?
Man City versus.
You know what it is? It's P with Joe, blood. It's opening my. You understand? The workout every day, blood. You understand?
I'm working out every day, man. I'm working out hard.
Go outside or else. Boop, 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 boop.
Oh, the boxing.
I swear now, because Lily follows you. Lily's like, oh my God, babe, Robbie's killing me, man.
I'm getting sharper, man. I'm getting sharper. That's the one good thing about this. Man City versus Bournemouth.
All day, blood.
Newcastle versus Tottenham.
Newcastle, blood. Tottenham, yeah, we would have smacked them up last week at their new stadium, yeah. Blood clot, yeah, running riot, yeah. Bare somersaults, yeah. Laka doing the thing. Pepe looking for trophies, can't find nothing. You get me? They would have gone up to the Geordie side and got slapped up again, blood. You understand?
Okay. Southampton versus Brighton.
Southampton.
Yeah, Southampton. I think Brighton would have been struggling to stay up, in my opinion.
I think they would have just stayed up.
Yeah.
Man, gonna.
And finally, West Ham versus Watford.
That's a tough one,
Yeah.
That's a sticky one still. I can't even lie. What do you think? I don't know.
Watford. I mean, they'd be both struggling down the bottom there. So they're both on the same amount of points. I just think Watford a bit more mentally tough.
But look how West Ham picked up form. They nearly beat us away. They nearly beat Liverpool.
Yeah. But they're one of them teams, man, that when the pressure is when they play them teams that they're expected to beat and stuff like that, and their fans at home. Yeah. And Watford's that kind of team that could come there. They've got a very resilient team, but a lot of quality as well. I don't know. I fancy Watford.
I say a draw still.
Draw. Okay. Look, if we look at the leagues, right? More at the bottom, right? Norwich, when everything stopped here, Norwich were on the bottom with 21. They were gone. But Villa, 25 points, 28 games, game in hand. Bournemouth were in the bottom three, 27 points. Watford were on 27. West Ham were on 27. So even if you look at it, Villa, if they won in their game in hand, they'd be above all of those teams, yeah? Then you've got 3 teams on 27 points. Bournemouth, Watford, and West Ham. How could you possibly turn around and say, right, Bournemouth and Villa, you are relegated? How could you do that? I'd be straight onto my lawyers. There's no way you could make that happen.
I think that's why they're taking so long with the decision, because because the league. Do you know what? If everything was wrapped up, yeah, they'd just be like, you know what, void it, innit, done. But because it's so tight at the bottom, blood. There's about five teams in that relegation battle, blood. You literally cannot pick one, and because of the game in hands and you get me, the way Corona hit, certain games got cancelled, this, that, so and other teams in different competitions, and so this game got moved and that game got. So you cannot say the bottom 3 are going down, blood, because it's not done and dusted, and it's not fair. They deserve a chance to survive. You get me? They deserve the chance to fight.
Just before we go there, do you think the league will be finished this season?
I don't think it will now. I honestly think, I don't know. Unless we wake up, because obviously it's Friday now, and then the weekend goes, we wake up Monday, and then Boris says we're easing the lockdown, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Then maybe, but bro, we're in May now, fam. You understand? We need to remember the players have to have their time off. You understand? They need rest time. They need time to pre-season to get back fit again. How long can they continue to keep themselves kind of match fit? You understand? All of these things have to be decided, blood, because the players are just literally there working out every day, and they're like, bro, but what's going on? You understand? What's the decision? So
what would you do if you was in charge? You had the ultimate say. What would you do?
I'd relegate Tottenham, give us Champions League football. I wouldn't. You see, I'm fair though. I wouldn't even give us the league title. I'd say, you know what, Arsenal, you're back in the Champions League. You ain't getting the league title, blood. Yeah, you have to fight for that, blood. But I will give you the first step. Yeah, I'll give you the first little. There you go. Yeah, so now you can attract man to go win the title, blood. You understand? Now, all jokes aside, yeah. If you can't get it going by the middle of June, you gotta lock it off, blood. You understand? Because July, for me, July is international football. You get me? It's tournament time. You get me? World Cup and them thing, Euros. You get me? Them thing there, pre-season. For me, it's not that time for competitive football, league football. You get me? Club football. So if it's not done if we don't get going by the 15th of June or whatever the date they have, then we need to just void it and try and look to when we're going to start the season for next year.
Okay. Well, listen, thank you very much. As usual, enough respect due to you. Keep those videos up, man. I'm loving your little vlogs. They're good. You know what I mean? Seeing the softer side of you.
People, yeah, have been saying, they're like, blood, Troopz, raw, like, you're actually like, you're calm. I'm like, blood, of course I'm calm. Like, Robbie, you know, innit? Because you're around, man, innit? You know, you see the side of me. Innit? I'm the same, but it's just when it's football, it's passion, innit? The raw side of me comes out. Obviously, if I'm in my yard, I'm not going to be cussing my gal. You get me? Unless, you know, unless she burns my jerk chicken or something, then. Good cook, so you get me? Me can't say nothing there.
All good, man. Listen, I'll see you next week, man. And enough respect due. And thanks for watching the Bias Premier League show. We will be back next week. The coronavirus has not just affected the world of football, but has affected everybody. But you know what? We can defeat it. If you're displaying any of the symptoms, always make sure that you self-isolate. I know it's a terrible time, but we will defeat the coronavirus. We will be back.